Hey guys, Hone Houdini Ty here, helping you escape your 9 to 5. In today's video, we're going to be going over the 4 quadrants of real estate. These are the 4 steps that you're going to need to take into consideration when doing your deals. Alright, see ya. Okay, so here are the 4 quadrants of real estate, and I'm going to go over a couple of different pieces that you need to know of for the 4 different quadrants. So first off, it's about finding the property. With find, oftentimes people use the internet, and the site that feeds all the sites is the MLS. MLS stands for Multiple Listing Service. Things like Zillow, Trulia, Redfin, they all get populated from the MLS. Now, it's tough to find deals on the MLS or Trulia or Zillow because everybody has access to these sites. The lower or the barrier to entry, the more competition you have, and the more competition you have, the less likely you're going to be able to find a deal. So the other strategy is to go direct to the seller. How do you do that? Maybe you can do mailers. Sending a mailer to the person's house, meaning you look up the address of the owner on public records, and then you send them a letter that says, I want to buy your house. So that's one way that people do it. Oftentimes people will send out 1,000 to 10,000 letters a month, depending on the scale of your business. But that's one idea. The other idea is what's called driving for dollars. Driving for dollars. What that means is you drive around, look for properties, and you can either knock on the door, or you can again send a mailer right to their house, and this way you get in contact with the seller directly. Also, you want to consider networking. And networking means going to different functions with real estate investors and asking if anybody has a deal. If somebody has a deal, then maybe you'll be their buyer, or you can get on their buyer's list. A lot of times they have buyer's lists. They'll provide you with deals. So make sure you network. Now, funding. A lot of people think that they need to go to a bank and they'll put 20% down, and then the bank brings the other 80%. But oftentimes banks don't want to fund a fix and flip type deal because of the condition of the property. The bank doesn't want to possibly take over a property that needs rehab because they're not in the business of renovating properties. They're in the business of lending money. So oftentimes they don't want to give you a loan if the property needs work. But the other way you can leverage a bank is by using an unsecured line of credit. Unsecured lines of credit allow you to access money without all the scrutiny of it being attached to a property and property condition. The other way that you can get money is through a hard money loan. Hard money is kind of like a bank loan. They have different loan to value ratios and things like that, but they have higher interest rates. So typically it's going to be anywhere from, let's say, 12% to 18% interest, as well as it's going to have something like 2 points, 2 to say 6 points, depending. And points are just a percentage of the loan as a fee. So if you're going to go borrow $100,000 and they have 2 points, that means you're going to be spending $2,000 on fees. The other way is using private money lenders. Private money lenders are, you think about your family, your friends, your neighbors, people you meet during networking. So people like that who have money that are interested in getting a good rate of return that you tell them that you can give them. Now that rate of return could be anywhere from say 6 to 20%. It all really depends on what you negotiate with the lender, but oftentimes the terms are less strict because they are a person that you know. Let's go into fix now. Fix is where you're going to hire a contractor, and the reason I say that is because let's say you're going to go and paint. If you're going to paint a property, you may actually be able to spend $15 an hour for somebody else to do it. Now, let's say you did a deal and the whole entire deal took only 20 hours, but that deal yielded you $20,000. That means that you made $1,000 an hour. This compared to this, it's a no-brainer. So you're better off paying someone the $15 an hour versus getting versus doing it yourself, because you can do a deal, and if you do a deal,
that'll yield you $1,000 an hour, I think that's the better bet. So make sure you find somebody, but when you do that, try to get referrals, right? Try to get referrals, because there are bad contractors out there, and the best way to watch out for yourself is to get referrals, and also pay them after. I'm going to put that in bold or capitalize, after the work is done. Try to minimize the down payment, right? Because if you give a huge down payment and then they take off, you may not have any way of getting that money back. So try to pay them after the work is done. And so finally, finish. Finish means either you're going to sell the property or you're going to hold the property. And if you're holding the property, you're going to need to refinance. And in order to refinance, you're going to need a bank to refinance you. That's one of the main ways to do it, bank. So you want to start developing a relationship with the bank and understand what criteria they have for the different loans that they have. Or if you're going to sell, make sure you get a real estate agent to do it. Again, it goes back to the painting thing over here, right? If somebody in the end will end up costing you $15 an hour, your job is to go find more deals.
Alright guys, I hope that video helped. If you need any more assistance, if you want to contact me directly, just email me at hone@iescapedmy9to5.com. There it is. So I will see you in the next video.